If you wished you had a simple 5-minute mobility routine that you could incorporate into your workouts at the gym and or before you go off for a run or a bike ride, that wish is about to come true. Start in the top of a push-up position with your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Now bring your left knee towards your left elbow, then swing your left foot towards your right hand, trying to get your left shin as close to perpendicular to your body as possible. Come down on your forearms, keep your back knee off the ground, and gently rock your body forward and back. As you shift back, you should feel a deepening of the stretch on your left glute, which is the main target of this dynamic stretch. After 30 to 60 seconds on each side, return back to the top of a push-up position. Now bring your right foot all the way up towards your hands, landing just outside your right hand with your toes in line with the tips of your fingers as the target. Feel free to move your hands back if needed. Drop your right elbow down towards your right hand, and then rotate, reaching your right hand up towards the ceiling. Breathe in as you lower your elbow to the floor. Breathe out as you reach the hand towards the ceiling. You want to push that right foot down into the ground firmly and keep the back knee up off the ground. Switching to the other side, now pushing the left foot down hard into the ground, rotating, dropping the left elbow down, and reaching that left arm up. We push our hips up and back into a downward dog, bending one knee while pushing the opposite heel down. Back in the push-up position, we bring one knee up towards our chest, contracting our abdominal muscles as hard as possible as that knee comes up. Inhale as the foot steps back. Exhale as the knee comes towards your chest. Alternating sides with each breath, going back to the downward dog and stretching those calves and hamstrings. Repeat for 5 to 10 rounds here. Now come onto your back, making sure your low back is flat to the ground, tucking your tailbone beneath you. Reach your hands straight up to the ceiling and bring your chest up off the floor as you exhale, reaching your hands up towards the ceiling with every exhalation. Breathing in as you lower down. As you exhale and reach up, you want to feel your ribs driving down and in and your abdominal muscles contracting. Keep your chest off the ground, bring your knees up to a tabletop position. Then straighten one leg at a time as you exhale, feeling a stretch on the backside of your leg and your hamstrings and calf. Once your leg is completely straight, you can then kick your toes back towards your head to take the stretch a little deeper. Once again, matching the movement with your breath, keeping your abs strong as you lengthen the backside of your leg. This should simultaneously be a core exercise and hamstring stretch. Straighten both legs towards the ceiling, keeping a strong and stable core. Slowly lower one leg while the opposite arm reaches overhead. Only go as far as you can while keeping your core stable and your back flat. If you feel this in your low back, you are going further than you are ready to go, so simply reset and don't lower as far on your next attempt. Now lower your feet to the floor, landing just a bit wider than your hips. Slowly and gently rock your knees side to side. Try to keep your back flat and feel a gentle stretch in your hips. Move the leg that's rocking in as far as possible and keep the outside leg more stable. This focuses the stretch on the hip muscles of the inside leg. After 30 to 60 seconds, stop in a neutral position with your feet flat on the ground. Start with a flat back and push your feet down through the floor to raise your hips up towards the ceiling. You should feel your hamstrings and glutes contract as you push firmly down through your feet. Make sure to keep your back flat as you raise your hips, as many people will have the tendency to arch their low back as they raise their hips up off the ground. Try to contract those glutes harder with every repetition. From a standing position with your feet together, step back with your left foot, dropping your left knee directly underneath your hips. Tuck your tailbone beneath you and contract your left glute. Feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling and subtly rotate towards your front right leg to feel the deeper stretch. As you inhale, try to breathe into and expand the left side of your rib cage, then driving your bottom right ribs down as you exhale. Coming to the other side, we're going to be contracting our right glute this time, reaching our right arm up and rotating our upper body towards our left front leg. As we exhale and drive our left ribs down, we want to feel our left side abs contracting. Take your time as you move from the half kneeling position back to standing, maintaining stability and balance. The better you are able to contract your glutes and maintain a stable core, the easier it'll be to feel the stretch, only in the front of your thigh and your quads, all the way up into the front of your hip, and target those chronically tight hip flexors. Follow this simple routine every day, and not only will you feel 20 years younger, but you'll perform better at the gym and out on the trail. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and check out one of these next videos here to help you live longer and live stronger.